queens in the house. We're my most beautiful queens in the house.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Jamila. Welcome to the Queen's Address. Welcome into the Queendom. Today is a very, very special day. I have a very, very special guest. Grammy Award winner and musician, singer, songwriter, multi-talented artist, Norman Brown is in the building today. How you doing, Norman Brown?
I'm doing better than great. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. I understand how busy you are. I just watched you burn the stage down.
Well,
You know what I mean? So thank you so much
Thank you
for
so
being
much.
here today.
I appreciate it.
I'm truly
What's
grateful.
the name of your show? The Queen's
The
Corner?
Queen's Address.
Address.
Where you find the Queen addressing the subjects.
I love it.
Yes, sir.
I love it.
So welcome. And so I wanted to start right on in, but your sound feels like spirit in motion, if I could describe it.
I like that.
Smooth, grounded, and deeply alive. And so I wanted to know, when did you first realize that music would be your sacred calling?
Well, I'll tell you what, that's interesting that you say that because I call my guitar Spirit Catcher. Yes. I was 8 years old.
8 years old.
And I knew, right away I knew that this is what I was going to do. And so I embraced it. I never doubted it. And mashed on the gas.
Yeah.
Here I am.
8 years old.
8 years
You
old.
said, this is it.
I knew.
I know what I'm supposed to do.
It's something hit me upside the head.
Like an acorn.
Seriously, I snuck and played my brother's guitar, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know he played. I found it. And it started talking to me. Norman, pick me up. Pick me up. Play me. And I did. And it felt so good. And it still feels wonderful.
Yes, sir. Well,
Absolutely.
Well, we're glad you continued on. As a fan, we're glad you continued the journey. And so you've spoken about discovering West Montgomery,
Yes.
okay, through your father. What did that moment unlock within you?
Well, it opened up the broadness of music. Up to that point, it was about contemporary music,
Okay.
what was on the radio. It was 8 of us.
It's 8 of us, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm number 7.
Okay.
And so it was 2 boys and 6 girls. And, man, they had records on the floor. On the weekends, it was just music everywhere. And I just fell in love with it, you know. But when he put on West Montgomery, I had been playing some Jimi Hendrix and, Isley Brothers and the popular stuff. West changed the game for me.
Yeah.
It showed me how deep it could go,
Right.
how broad it could be, and it kind of showed me all the colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not limited.
Right.
And that's what made me choose jazz.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. And so I was reading a little bit about your background, and you talk sometimes about being a young father, and
Yes.
it's no small journey. And so I wanted to know, how has fatherhood shaped you as an artist?
Well, 15. I was 15. And by the time I was 17,
pistol,
I had
huh?
2 children.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So it was very interesting because this was my first experience with woman. And I ended up being a father. My second experience with a woman, I ended up being a father. So my goal in life was to be a world great artist, guitarist, and the world's greatest father. That's all I wanted to do
That was your goal.
from 15 on. And I worked at that. I remember getting my first car at 16. And I didn't go pick up my girlfriend. I went to get my children.
Oh, wow.
I went and picked up my
That's
son and my
a lot.
daughter, and we went to the park.
Oh, my goodness. How peaceful is that?
Yeah, it was so cool. I'm showing them my new car. I got a car now.
Yeah.
And it was almost like I was big brother.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, let me get the baby seat and the diaper bag. We're going to the park.
Here's the funny part. My son, Norman Jr.,
Shout out to Norman Jr.
yeah, he looked at me from the time he was born and I would be getting him like, this dude is not my father. He can't be a father. He's too young to be a father, right? And he really took to my father. And I would be a little jealous. I'll go get him, bring him to the house. And Daddy was so proud. Oh, don't worry about it. I got him. And he'd run to Daddy all the time. And I'm trying to be a father, right?
Right.
So it was a beautiful time, though. It
Yeah.
shaped me as a man.
Yeah.
And that shaped me as an artist.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And so your work often feels like it's channeling something beyond notes. We talked a little bit off camera about this.
Oh, yeah.
But something ancestral to me.
Oh, I love the way you put that.
Yeah, and I just wanted to know if you are at all, let me frame it this way. Who are you in conversation with when you play? Who are you in tune with? What are you vibing? You know how the kids say it's a vibe. He's got a vibe.
It is. It's a vibe.
What are you vibing with when you play like that?
The one comes through me for the collective. In other words, God comes through me
Yes.
with a message for the world.
Wow.
That's exactly how it happens. And I am best when I get out of the way.
And, just let
And
it
I can
flow.
kind of float above myself, and I see me doing things.
Wow.
And that's
It's
when
almost like meditation.
I'm telling you. And that's when I'm at my best. I don't listen to myself much. When I do, I found those moments where I can see that. And I listen to it and go, wow, that was when you were floating above yourself and seeing yourself. And listen to the way you play then versus when I'm in my body and consciously doing it. It's different. So
It's like
that's
a
the
vessel.
channel.
Right.
The divine into me, out to the collective.
You just tap into a frequency.
Its frequencies, yes, it absolutely is. Yes, it is.
Wow.
And it's a beautiful feeling, man.
Yeah. Well, we
It's
are
powerful.
we are the ones who your fans get to enjoy that.
So, on the
Like I
receipt-
had goosebumps.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I'm just like, the hairs stand up, and I'm like, what's happening? And so something's alive within us.
And I
like-
always say, if you feel like this, imagine what it feels like for me
To
coming to me.
wow, that has to be a powerful feeling.
It's totally powerful.
Very powerful indeed.
And when I receive it right, it's empowering.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's amazing energy. The energy of it is
Yeah.
incredible. And so you've blended jazz, R&B, and soul in a way that is both classic and entirely your own. And so I wanted to know, how do you honor tradition while also making space for innovation?
I like that.
Appreciate it.
Well,
I had to bring my A game. This is a Grammy Award winner.
you got it.
Norman Brown, I can't be coming up with some. So what do you eat for breakfast? No, I got to come
You
with some
are
stuff.
Great. You got a great interview skills.
Thank
yes.
you. Thank you very much. I received that.
So, your question is
You blend jazz and
Pertaining-
R&B and
yes,
soul
pertaining to the
together, but you also make it your own. And so what is that like? It's making space for innovation.
So Duke Ellington said it. There's only two kinds of music: good music and bad music.
Okay.
So styles, I don't really look so much at that.
Okay.
That's why you hear the R&B, the jazz, the pop. And then as far as the innovation goes, stay in tune with the time.
Yeah.
Stay contemporary.
Right. Right.
That's really all you have to do. If you keep living and be conscious of your awareness, you will stay current.
Right.
And that's all I do. I'm aware of what's going on in the world. And through my consciousness, I let that awareness grow and change as change happens. Come on, man, from minute to minute, from second to second, hour to hour, it's always different. This moment right now is not the same as this moment right now.
Wow.
It's not the same as this moment right now.
Come on, Sensei. You said, I'm going to teach today. I'm going to teach during this interview. No, I love that. And it's a memory now.
And I'm telling you. And,
Time.
the present time, it literally is a present,
Yeah.
as in gift.
Yeah.
We always say, oh, it's the present time. No, this is a present.
Right. It's a blessing.
Yeah,
It's a
and-
present.
And that's a blessing. Yeah, it's a present.
With a bow around it.
Come on, baby.
Yeah.
And people will mess up their present.
Yeah.
Thinking about something that happened in the past, it's over. It's not happening anymore. Don't let it mess up your present. Or worrying about what might happen in the future. It didn't even happen. And you
can't
are
enjoy
living
your
your
present.
present
Right.
in one of those dimensions that are not there yet.
Wow.
Don't
Can't
mess up
enjoy
your present.
You got to enjoy your present.
Absolutely. Accept your gift.
Right.
Stay
That's beautiful.
conscious.
It sounds like a song. Accept your present.
I like that. I'm
Let's roll with that. No, I appreciate it. And so I'm a hip hop fan, and I grew up on jazz. I grew up on and I also
Hip hop, bebop.
hip hop, yeah, and I always think about dream collabs, right? So let me just offer this.
Come on.
So I'm a hip hop head that loves jazz, and so I would love to see you and Tribe Called Quest do something. That's my dream.
I like
collab.
that. I
Because
like
they're
them. I
always
love
blending
them.
jazz and hip hop. Even Nas has a blues song with his father.
Okay.
And I wanted to ask you because hip hop just turned 50, like last year, year before last?
Sure did.
And I'm just like, okay, if I ever got to sit with Norman Brown and he's thinking about hip hop, is there a hip hop group or a hip hop artist that you would ever collaborate with to do a project
Man,
with?
I tell you what, I did something with T-Pain.
I love T-Pain. I'm going to
Yeah.
see him at the fair in August.
I did a track with
I
T-Pain.
love T-Pain.
And he didn't release it.
Shut up, T-Pain. What's going on? T-Pain, what's going on?
Put it out!
Put it out.
Yeah.
What was that experience like?
It was very cool. I thought it
Yeah.
was the bomb. Some producer friends of mine, the business, was producing him, and we'd work together. And they called me to play on this, and I did, and I thought it was the bomb.
Yeah.
But something about it leaked on the internet, and he didn't want to put it out.
Oh, it might be the label or something. You just never know.
You never know.
Yeah.
But if you Google it, you'll find it. It's out
Okay.
there.
We're going to Google. We're going to
Yeah.
research that. And
But I love the way they tell the stories.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a sort of a spoken word thing that I can delve into myself.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
No, I can appreciate that. And so what role has meditation and Tai Chi played in how you move throughout the world, and how does that energy flow into your process when you're creating?
Peace.
Peace.
Peace, harmony, unification, spirit power, wisdom, my truth and law, order.
Right.
So breathing is the source of our life.
Right.
And learning to breathe is a real art. And it's when you can coordinate it with the body, it's very powerful. And I got into that in my 20s. I found martial arts. And the teacher said, I got to teach you how to breathe first. I thought I was going to learn to fight.
Right.
He says, no, we're going to do yoga first. So we did this whole 2 years of tantric yoga.
Okay.
Kundalini, prana, chi. Learn to cultivate and harness that energy.
Okay. Harness. Wow.
Yeah, absolutely. The creative energy that we're made of.
Okay.
So we learn to harness this energy, cultivate it, and direct it. And you direct it within yourself. They call it the microcosmic orbit. And circulating through your channels of your body, up your spine. And it's empowering. It's so incredible to feel that. So then we get to the martial part of it. And it's Tai Chi means movements, where you coordinate the breath with the movement. Man, it was fascinating the places you could go in your mind, deeper into your being.
Right.
And it was really all about peace
Wow.
and harmonizing with the world. So again, it came down to the one and the collective.
That's amazing.
Yeah, man, it's pretty powerful. Yeah. You tune into the one, yourself, then you tune into the one, your creator, and you direct that to the collective.
Oneness.
Yeah.
Right. For perfect peace.
Yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful. And so I had to ask you about Just Chillin', right? So you won a Grammy for that one.
Yay!
Shout out to Just Chillin'.
Yes.
But I wanted to ask you, do you have a project or performance that has brought you the most joy? Because we know the people love just chilling, but I'm curious to know, what does Norman Brown love the most?
All of them.
All of them? Are they like your children?
them.
All your songs? Or
All
like
of
your,
them.
you don't have a favorite?
Well, I have a few favorites, maybe.
Oh.
I don't even know if I could call them favorites, but I love Lydian.
Lydian, yeah.
After the Storm. Take Me There. But then there's some things that didn't make the radio.
Okay.
Special Moments,
Okay.
you know, Serenade. Now, I made a song called Better Days Ahead.
Yes.
That's a special song.
That's the one, yeah.
And how I found out how special it was I got a letter from a prisoner on death row when that song was released. He wrote 4 pages telling me how he was afraid to die until he heard the song. So I released this song. His number came up. It's time to go. He said the song made him have no fear to die, meet his maker, ask for forgiveness, apologize for his sins, and that he knew there would be better days ahead on the other side.
Wow. It was your song that gave him the courage to face his
Absolutely.
fate.
You summarized it perfectly. That blew my mind. This is my second record. Up to that point, I thought I was just doing something I was good at and I liked.
Right.
And I realized then I was serving the world.
You're healing people.
Man, what if I hadn't made the song?
Oh, my goodness.
What happened? What would happen to this dude? I'm thinking.
Wow.
His soul.
Yeah.
You know, his spirit.
Yeah.
That blew my mind. And after that, the music became more of a calling.
Yeah.
You know, then I knew this was something I was doing not for myself, but for the world.
Right.
And man, and I look back on it, and all the records depict that.
Yeah.
Each one of them, just between us, me and the guitar, me and the music, trying to get in, trying to get our voice to the world. After the storm, people go through storms in their life, and after that, you come out on the other side.
Absolutely.
Better days ahead. Well, this death row prisoner just told us what that's about.
Right.
Better days ahead. And little did I know, it had an impact on my life.
Right.
After that record, when I made that record, I was on Motown's Mo Jazz. I didn't know they were going to close. After the record, they closed the label.
Right.
Got rid of all the artists, but kept me.
Yeah.
It said I was selling records.
Yeah.
So now I'm stuck on Motown for 4 years, and I couldn't make a new record because they didn't have a jazz division.
Wow.
So Better Days Ahead applied to me as well. I knew there would be someday.
And so let's talk about your new album. Okay. It hits different.
Yes.
What inspired this album? Because it has a little bit more of an R&B vibe.
It does.
Yeah.
It hits different when you're in it for life
Right.
versus when you're just doing it to be doing it. You know. That was the idea.
Yeah.
So, and I wanted to spread my wings, so to speak. The previous record, I had a song that was on the R&B charts that did well, and I've always wanted to do that, walk both charts, it's jazz and R&B. And this record was a follow-up to that. Excited about it. It closed out last year as the #1 smooth jazz airplay record on the Billboard charts.
Congratulations. That's
you.
wonderful.
And then it had a single that was #1 for 3 weeks straight. So I'm very proud of it.
Yeah, no, that's exciting news. Just Between Us, as I said off camera, is my favorite Norman Brown song. My father used to play the guitar. This is his guitar. And God rest him. Oh, my goodness.
I don't know if you can play it because it ain't been
I don't know if it's been tuned.
I'm listening to you.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Oh my goodness. This is such a full circle moment. Wow. I'm sitting
met
before
your
Norma Brown. Yeah, you met my father?
I
Yeah.
met your father once.
Yeah. Yeah. Mom, don't do it. Don't do it, Mom. Don't do it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Charles, could you give me a Kleenex? I've been doing so good. I've been so professional the whole time. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. To all the viewers, you know,
No.
I'm usually very professional. But this was a full
And you
circle
are right
moment.
now.
He even tunes like my dad. Oh my God. He's with us right now.
Yes, he is.
He made this happen. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Look at my makeup coming off. Oh my gosh.
You're still beautiful.
I'm a mess. I'm a mess. I'm a mess.
Yes.
I'm a mess. You know what? Thank you.
Say your father's name.
His name is Clarence Rawls.
Clarence Rawls.
Rawls. Clarence Bucks Rawls.
That's right.
And I'm so excited. I don't know. I can't even ask my question now.
Beautiful family,
But
Clarence.
he used to play right along with you. He used to play when you would play that. He would play with you. But he would always get to the end when you would start going in, right? So he would just pull back and smile and say, listen to that Norman Brown. That was it. He would take the guitar and just sit back. And he would just look at the ground and just, he said, that's a bad boy. But he would play along with the notes, especially if you have to learn it for a gig.
Yeah.
And he would just play along with you. But he would just always pull back so he could enjoy the end of that
That's
song.
what that is, enjoying it, yeah.
And he was just allowing it to affect his body. And I wanted to ask you, he would just shake his head. He would be in disbelief. And I just wanted to know what comes over you when you play like that.
Man, spirit. It's the best way I can describe it.
Yeah.
It's the spirit. It is. It's a message for someone. As they say, you can't separate the messenger from the message. That's my enjoyment in it. But it touches someone, like it touched your father, like it's touching you now, and many people. And I am so blessed and grateful to be the channel for this. So. Bless you, Clarence.
We're grateful for you. And so I see your management is ready for you, but I have one last question.
You're going to invite me back, though,
I'm
right?
going to have to invite you back because I know they want to get you to where you need to go. But I wanted to ask if you had anything coming up next. Are you going on tour? Do you have anything coming up?
Well, I'm always touring. I'm working on a new record. I call it Authentically Norman, I Am Love. And the concept is that we always talk about giving love and receiving love, but the truth is we are love. And when we work on becoming love, then every experience we have is about love. We're engaged in love, we interact in love, so work on becoming love. So the new album is Authentically Norman, I Am Love.
It's a beautiful, beautiful title.
Be looking out.
And we're going to be on the lookout for that. So Norman Brown, thank you. I'm sorry I lost it
The
and got
Queen
emotional.
speaks. That's okay.
Thank you so much. You are such a powerful king.
Thank
I
you,
hope
love.
you understand how much we appreciate you
I appreciate
as
you.
fans.
Thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
so
that.
much.
That warms my heart to hear that. The
I
Queen
appreciate
speaks.
That's right. Well, I thank you so much. And thank you for tuning in to the Queen's Address. Peace King, Peace Queen.
Queens in the house.